Hey, Oleg, thank you so much for making yourself available. I understand you are one of the team at Coinrule.io, and you're going to be speaking. We're going to be having a conversation about Coinrule, what it is, how it works, and how it can help people like me who don't trade, but who can actually earn some Bitcoin and money using your platform off the movements in the values of cryptocurrency.
Travelling to a game here at Anfield, or maybe following the Reds away from home. There's a good chance you'll be connecting to public Wi-Fi somewhere along the way. But did you know that the free Wi-Fi is the hacker's favourite pitch? So instead of chasing the ball, they're ready to steal your sensitive information.
Hi Rich, yes, thanks so much for inviting me. I'm one of the co-founders of Coinrule, Oleg Bristein. I'm the COO. And yes, just as you said, our goal, our mission is to make trading and advanced trading tools for automated trading accessible to regular people and to the mass market, because the majority of products out there are currently built for advanced and professional traders, and we take a user experience, a beginner-friendly first approach for everything we do with Coinrule.
All right, we've just been joined by Gabriel, another one of the team from Coinrule. And I was just saying, Gabriel, that I'm one of the people, before I introduce you, I'm one of the people that's the target for Coinrule, because despite my knowledge and experience of cryptocurrency, running my channel since April 2017, my background is in child protection social work. So what do I know about the financial markets and trading and indicators and stuff? I've picked stuff up, but the idea of a really simple, easy application that does everything for me, oh my God. Oh, that's very appealing. That's very, very appealing. Gabriel, thank you so much for joining us. Do you just want to quickly introduce yourself?
Yes, thank you so much for having us. I'm Gabriel. My background is user experience. I've been always working in banks in London, mostly in innovation labs, building fintech apps. And at some point, I met this colleague of mine, and he showed me what he was doing on IG Index, and that was something like 3 years ago. And that gave me the inspiration to actually start sketching the first interface for Coinrule. And then I met with Oleg, and then we started this beautiful company.
Right. Okay. So your background is in programming, banking, and IG Index is a
user experience. IG Index was one of the tools one of my colleagues from one of the banks was using, and he was showing me what he was doing. He was a very good coder, this friend of mine, and he wrote a script that every day would buy the best coin in the market and then sell it the next day and then buy the next one. So it was a very simple script, but for him it worked very well. So he made a 10x in like a few months.
Wow.
But we're talking about 2016 when the market was going well. And then I tried to replicate the same stuff by myself with some scripts. I was not able to do it, so that's when I saw that there were lots of people like me and like you that really need something like this, like a kind of drag and drop visual to build automated strategies, and that's where it all started.
Very good. Okay. All right. And then, so both you guys are co-founders of the Coinrule application. So what does Coinrule do? Let me share my screen, and if you want to share your screen at any point. So this is the website, coinrule.io, and I will have an affiliate link in the description below.
So just in short, we help our users to catch market opportunities and to protect themselves from risk through automated trading.
Right. Now, what do you mean protect themselves from risk?
So, for example, think about it this way. You said most of your, like, you don't really trade, you hodl. But actually, hodling is very risky because, as we've seen between 2018 and basically early this year or late last year, the market crashed. Some of the coins crashed over 90%, 95%. I had made that mistake. I was a hodler in 2017, and for a while that worked really well for me. But then I basically, instead of taking profits, I lost the majority of my portfolio. With a little bit of automation, every hodler can protect themselves from the downside. So if the market goes down, whichever coins are going down the most, you can sell them through Coinrule, but you can also have a rule that then buys them back. So for example, you like your portfolio, you want to hodl these coins, but I don't want to hodl them if they crash 80%, right?
Yes.
So I can take profits on them, and then let's say I can set a rule that 1 month later buys them back. Just as an example. So with small and simple automations, you can already really protect your portfolio. Now, on the more, let's say, opportunistic side, if you really want to catch market opportunities, You can also run really advanced and complex strategies. You can use potentially technical indicators. You can use swing trading. You can swing trade a particular coin. You can try to really kind of catch outbreaks and so on. But that's kind of on the upper end. But what Coinrule really does is, for any kind of user need, if you hold like cryptocurrencies or soon also non-crypto assets, we help you to automate basically the protection, the catching of market opportunities, really like your whole portfolio management.
Right. Okay. So this kind of does everything for me and is simple to understand. Now, of course, there's risk involved, and people got to do their own due diligence and not put in more than they can afford to lose.
Yeah.
But does it work? Am I going to make money from this?
Yes.
I mean, in one sense, is one way to kind of test your correlation. Maybe you've seen it in the market when Ethereum goes up, Bitcoin goes down. So you can actually test your correlation even with our demo account, so without actually putting your money at stake. But on the other side, the answer is yes. You're not going to become billionaire, but you can make very good returns, like according to your risky strategy. So if you use one of the under 50 templates that we have on the platform, you can then take them, read how they work, and then tweak it every time. So what we do, we always start personally, I start like with some strategy on the demo account, and then I tweak it, and then after a few weeks, when I see that actually it's working and the market conditions are the same, like of the one when I started, then I trade live, and I get like 1, 2, 3% return. But I've seen also people that are much bigger return. It's not about, I'll say it's about making money, but it's also about learning how to trade and learning how to build a strategy.
Right. Okay. And you said to me that I got to tweak it, but I want a push button application that does the tweaking itself.
Yes, that's actually that's a good question. That's coming. It's coming. I mean, I think next year we are working on it. It's the machine learning bit of our application. So at the moment, you can create a strategy within a few seconds, and then just add amounts, and then press play, and this rule goes on the market and trades on your behalf. But then next year, we're also adding a piece of machine learning that will do exactly what you were saying. So it will understand, first of all, what's your goal, and then adapt to the rules. That will be for the premium customers, for the most advanced plan. And also, we will also have an FCA license for that, because at that point, we will become, in all effect, a financial advisor. So we are working towards that by something that will take at least 12 months.
Right. Okay.
And Rich, just also to add a bit more, I mean, you can already do that. So with the template strategies, you can already do that. You can literally, like, let's say you want to do a golden cross trading strategy. You select the template, you press select, you decide how much you want to trade. You just put in the amounts, let's say $100 and $100. And by the way, I'm showing you this. I've got multiple exchanges connected. This is now on BINANCE. I actually want to run it on the demo exchange, which is risk-free. You can just test your strategies. So I put in the amounts, I press launch. I get one last time the summary of what the strategy would do. And then I press launch live, and I'm in the market, right?
Right.
So you can do already what you want to do. You can do it with one click. You can talk in our Telegram community to other users about what templates make most sense. We're also rolling out the backtesting functionality, which will really show also how the different templates are performing. But then what you quickly realize that with Coinrule, it's not, I mean, anyone who promises you a one-click money-making machine, that's probably going to be a scam. That doesn't work like that.
The Federal Reserve have that. The central bank.
Well, yeah, one click, and numbers pop up on the balance sheet. I'm not sure, I'm not sure how useful that is for the normal person. But with a little bit, like, I'll give you an example. I'm accumulating Ethereum. I've got a rule that every 1 month I send to myself 100, let's say a certain amount to my Coinbase account. And every 4 weeks, Coinrule buys for me the full balance of that account of the Ethereum that I'm accumulating. So I'm using, for example, Coinrule for multiple things. I'm using Coinrule well, as we were just showing, for like more advanced trading, but I also use Coinrule for actually really simple stuff, but that, that I just need to get done. So let's say this rule would buy every 4 weeks, put 100% of my Euro wallet into Ethereum. Boom, right. I'm just accumulating Ethereum.
Yeah,
here.
and on the other side is actually set the direct debit with this bank account that sends $100 to Coinbase. So basically, you created that. It's almost like using IFTTT for crypto. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but it's as simple as that, really.
Yes.
Another strategy. Can you show, for example,
and for people who don't know, IFTTT is a social media platform with sort of one click. It sends messages out to lots of different social media platforms.
Yeah, and you can create automatism, like, if this happens, then do this somewhere else. So it's kind of aggregator of tools, and you can automatize all the function on each tool. Another thing that maybe we can show, it's also the actual stop loss across all your portfolio, because most of the time you say I want to have the stop losses, and that's something that you can do on any exchange, but you don't know which coin, right? So with the Coinrule, you can say if any of my coin in my portfolio has a drop of 6%, for example, then sell it. So it's actually a little bit more dynamic and more flexible, your typical function that you have on exchanges. So that's a very a typical question that we get from investors as well, what there is here that I cannot do already on exchanges? And the answer is there's a lot that you can do here that you cannot do on a normal exchange.
Right. So this is a simple example, and of course you can make it as a user. You can also make it much more advanced if you want.
Okay, and I can connect to the exchanges through simple APIs, and you have instructions on how to do that?
Exactly. So we give you, it's very, very easy. So let's say I want to connect Bitstamp. We give you a nice, very short video guide that tells you exactly how to create the API key. What's important is we don't ask for withdrawal rights. So even if someone hacks your Coinrule account, they cannot move your funds outside of the exchange. All we can do is we can view your balance and we can place trades, but we cannot withdraw any funds. In fact, we wouldn't the API key would not work if you had given us withdrawal rights. So we really don't want your withdrawal rights.
Okay, that's it. So I can't even do that by error. So then how do I withdraw the funds after trading? Do I go to the exchange myself?
Yes, exactly. You just go directly to BINANCE or Coinbase or Kraken and do it there.
So your wallets and your money are always safe with with the underlying exchange platform, where you also did the KYC. So in fact, for us, the registration process is very quick because the KYC is delegated to the exchange. We don't do KYC, but we actually we only need your email and you set a password. So it's a very easy onboarding experience.
Yeah, because you don't hold any of the funds. All you do is I give you permission to go to, say, Binance and move the funds within Binance from here to there, one trade to another or not to trade. That's all you can do. And then I can go into Binance and then move the funds out if I want to do that.
We only send the buying. Yeah, we only send the buying and selling instruction at specific time to the exchange. That's what we do.
Okay, very good. All right. And how many exchanges do you have?
At the moment, we have 10 spot exchanges and 4 leverage exchanges.
All right. So I could also do leverage trading.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's something that we actually released this week, actually, with the Binance Future. That is the first one of the list. And then we are expanding in the next 2 weeks with the Deribit, Kraken Future, and BitMEX.
Okay. And I can do the leverage trading on the demo exchange as well?
At the moment, not yet. We're actually releasing also after we release the 4 exchanges on leverage. So it's going to be probably in the next 4 weeks. It's in our roadmap, product roadmap.
Okay. And have you guys been using this yourselves to accumulate crypto?
Yeah. I've been using Coinrule for almost a year now at this point. I've been using it for accumulation. I've been using it for stop losses. I've been using it for also more advanced and swing trading strategies. I've been I basically don't log into exchanges anymore. I just use Coinrule. You can also, if you just want to do a simple quick trade, we also have something called direct order. So let's say I've got, 3 different coins and I want to change them around. I just put in here buy $50 of Cardano, buy $100 of something else, Algorand, and then let's say with my BNB wallet, and buy $75 of Aragon with BNB as well, buy coins. And that's just it's nice because it's so simple, right? You just put it in here and you just press launch and you do those buys. You don't have to go into those relatively complex exchange interfaces, like mess around there. You just basically go and put it in and done. So I use that for like simple stuff as well.
Right. Okay. No, that can be a whole lot more convenient. And of course, I would go to the exchanges beforehand and make sure they've got sufficient funds. Otherwise, the trades wouldn't go through.
Yeah, but you can actually see that from our wallet panel. Here you have a unique view of all your wallets across exchanges. So already by itself, this is a very good feature because you don't need to log in on each exchange and you can have all your funds under control.
Right. Okay. Which hence the security features that you have on Coinrule, because we don't want anybody going in moving the funds about, even if they can't take them out.
Yeah, I mean, the worst thing can happen if someone hacks us is it's basically that they can buy like a very bad coin and then pump it and dump it. That's the worst thing. By saying that, then we encrypt all the keys on 2-3 different servers in 2-3 different regions. So it's very unlikely that something like that happens. Also, our CTO, his previous company was a very strong, safe login authenticator too. So really, his specialty is actually cybersecurity, especially in authenticating. So on that side, we feel pretty strong.
Right. Okay. Now, Oleg, you were saying that you've been doing this for over a year, and Gabriel, I imagine, have you been using this yourself personally?
Yes. Actually, I found a correlation also by talking with another friend that the market, at least when there was a bear market, was dropping always on Friday night and then actually pumping again on Sunday evening. So I wrote a simple script that was basically selling 3 of my coins on Friday and then rebuying them on Sunday. Actually, I was making 2-3% for each of these operations every week. Then I tried the moving average template that we have. I tweaked it a little bit and it's pretty good. And also sometimes, I mean, I always have the trailing stop loss across all my coins as well, if something drops. But I really, I'm thinking Oleg is a little bit more expert than me in trading. So what I do actually read more the templates and then I tweak it. I'm more empirical, let's say. So actually the templates for me really helped me my trading. And it's a kind of overall the feeling also when you trade through Coinrule, it's like entertaining. It's like an entertainment experience, right? Because I learn. I'm curious by nature, so I learn and then I play some bet. For me, it's really like it's fun. It's not really about making money. It's more about fun.
Okay. Now, well, my question is, what sort of returns have you guys made yourself personally? If you're, willing to say or whatever, and then why don't you just carry on with that? And why even bother to set up Coinrule?
People have asked me that question before, but I mean, like, when we started Coinrule, like none of us were professional traders, right? I mean, I come from a banking background. Gabriele worked in innovation labs and banks, but like none of us was a trader. But we did have, like, this is not our first startup. We are entrepreneurs and we enjoy building this. But also there's this element that actually you can help really people by providing them tools. Like you can give them access to opportunities. And that's actually pretty rewarding. Like to see people, like let's say in our community, say nice things about us. Like that's amazing. Now, of course, if you see your coin go and do a 10x in 1 month, that's pretty good too, and of course, Coinrule can help you catch these opportunities. But one thing to keep in mind, I mean, at the end of the day, there's a market. And I mean, the way the market was in 2018, 2019, you can have the best tools. You won't probably become a millionaire of it unless you already are one. So in terms of returns, in the last few months, I have done across my entire portfolio something like a 4.5, 5x, which of course was a combination of luck and also the market, but also Coinrule being there for me. So it's like this: you always need 3 things. You need the right tools, but you also need a little bit the right market, and you need a little bit of luck. Like I discovered some of the DeFi coins. I had been following the projects, and I had found them relatively early, and that really became like a big push for my portfolio.
Yeah. And Oleg, can you explain the strategy you had with the year in finance?
Yeah, I mean, it was actually quite nice. What I was doing was I was taking pretty much every week I was taking profits and then buying back whenever it dipped, and I just basically kept accumulating it whilst also withdrawing profits. I mean, that coin has pumped something like it was $37,000 over the weekend, right? I mean, that's crazy.
Wow, and that's amazing, and it does it for you. Now I'm very interested. If I had 1 Bitcoin, to be able to multiply that 4 times in the space of a few months, oh my God, that's heaven. even if it was zero point 0.1 Bitcoin or 0.001 Bitcoin or 10 Bitcoin, whatever it was, right? Oh
I
my,
would say, like, to get like a 2, 3, 4% return is actually very, very easy. I was always doing shortening, and and actually it works very well. Yeah, with Algorand, I made a lot of, I made at least like 20%, I would say, thanks to Coinrule by shortening every time with Algorand.
right, okay. And then we're going to do a series of videos, me and Coinrule, where we're going to be trying this out with some real crypto, real money to see how it goes. And if I've got an account with Binance, and if I use Binance, does the bot or the rule choose which is the best coin to trade with that rule?
I mean, you have some functionality that says like buy the best performing coin in terms of price. So in that case, yes. Or you can say if any coin on Binance does a specific behavior. So yeah. So if you set the behaviors, so basically the condition, the orange bit, and then you say apply that to any coin, then yes, actually the rule ends up buying what fits to that condition.
Right. Okay. Now, what if somebody wanted to get started with this? What would you recommend? How should they best approach this?
Oleg?
I would test first. So it depends if the user has a clear strategy already in mind or if they just want to experiment. If they have a clear strategy in mind, I mean, nothing prevents them from just going in, trying some of the templates, see how they fit and get started. If they just want to see what's possible, they should start on the demo exchange and just like set up 3, 4, 5 rules, see how they do, read in our help center, learn, join our Telegram community, talk to the other users, test their strategies, and then when they're comfortable, go on live trading.
Right. Okay. All right. So they can do that with a demo exchange, and they can just choose some of the rules that are already in place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You can run the templates on the demo exchange. It's no problem.
Okay. Yeah, and the templates, they're all tried, tested, because right now I'm not even sure I want to tweak anything. I would just want to try a template.
Yeah,
so
they are tried.
They are tried. They are built by our head of trading, that is Ruben, and I think you're gonna meet him in the next videos. He's gonna actually do the challenge, $1,000 challenge with Crypto Reach, and they're like built by him. They're like the typical one that a user would expect. So something around the moving averages, something around also like the RSI, but they are also the typical one like stop loss across all my coins. So they are the typical one, but also they are more experimental ones. So they are all tested, and now we are in the process also to back test them on our backend, and then adding also some sort of return. Obviously, the returns like in the past are not representative of the return in the future, but still they will give an indication of how each template perform better. And that will bring us also to the marketplace. The marketplace will be a place where every trader can sell their own rules, or they can follow traders, and they can buy them and they can sell them.
Right. So I could come up with my own rule, and then I can sell it through your marketplace, and other traders could use it.
Yes, and that's what copy trading functionality that now is becoming very famous across exchanges like eToro or other exchanges. So we are going to incorporate something like that to amplify the community and also the knowledge.
Right. Okay. And how much do you reckon somebody should start off with? What's the minimum for a beginner if they've moved beyond demo?
I mean, it's like, it's first of all, as you said rightly in the beginning, don't put in more than you can afford to lose, right? So it's always a question of your portfolio size. I mean, you can start with $100. You won't, you shouldn't expect the $100 to become, $10,000 soon, but you can definitely start. Like say, you can run one strategy with $100, and if you're confident and you have a bit of luck, you can definitely increase that relatively quickly. Actually, just to show a bit more, so in our help center, we publish approximately once per week. We publish a strategy that our head of trading has been testing, and we publish a little bit more also explanation, but also we back test it. So we give you the results of how the strategy would have performed. So for a lot of users, they've been finding this very, very interesting. And we have quite lively discussions in our community about some of these strategies.
Right. Okay. And is there any rating system for the strategies, like this one's better than that one right now, or any way of people finding?
Not yet. That will be added from probably the marketplace.
Okay. All right. And just to go back what you said, so people can start with as little as $100, and you can put in more, but there's no guarantee here, because in some respects, trading is as unpredictable as the weather.
Yeah,
Especially if you live in England. Especially if you live in
that
England.
is very true.
Yeah, and just to say, this is what I've picked up, right? That if I look at the weather and I measure the air pressure, the wind direction, and the amount of moisture in the air and the time of year it is, it'll give me some idea of what the weather's likely to be tomorrow. No guarantee though; it can still rain.
Yeah.
I predict sunshine.
As we've seen last week, basically here.
Yeah, and it's the same deal with technical analysis, that you look at price movements of this and you look at that factor and this candle and stuff, but no guarantee. Because was it somebody sent me a screenshot yesterday of one coin that I hold that went up 400%. I was like, oh my god. Turned out it was an error in the app.
Oh. Rich, do you have any favorite projects or coins you are currently holding on to?
Oh, I have many. Well, of course, there's Papa Bitcoin and Mama ETH, and I've been accumulating a bit more ETH lately. So I'm ready for ETH 2.0. The projects that I go for aren't yet listed on Binance. I'm connected to some very small projects like Pirate Chain for 2 years now. It's not on Binance. Supreme Privacy Coin, very interesting Ergo platform. Ergo, connected to Cardano. SXDT, not on Binance, I'm afraid.
You're an SXDT fan, so I invested in the ICO. I'm a big SXDT fan as well.
Really?
It's a great platform. Yes.
It's very, very. Oh, you should see the video that I posted a few days ago. Are you collecting the weekly rewards are going monthly?
Of course. I've been collecting since they went live. Really.
Are you in the Telegram group for Spectre?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, we should say hi. It's such a fun Telegram group. It's so fun. It really is wild. Okay, so but anyway, Aave. I was very lucky with Lend. I bought Lend in 2017 for about 10 cents each.
Wow.
And then a couple of months ago, I only had 500, not a lot, right? And it went to nothing. And then a couple of months ago, I bought 1,000 on a whim. It's done very well. Anyway, so I know Aave's in Binance, but is there a reason you asked that question? Anything behind that?
I was just curious.
Well, ultimately, I mean, we're measuring all this against Bitcoin as the reserve currency that I'm assuming that everybody wants to accumulate Bitcoin or ETH, and I think right now ETH. So can I set the rules to keep accumulating ETH for me?
Yes, you can. That's for something I'm doing as well.
Okay, and it could be that I can keep trading against Bitcoin or Tether because they're the most traded currencies, and then keep converting the Tether and the Bitcoin from my wallet into ETH, like dollar cost averaging mechanism. All right. Now you said earlier about 2 to 3% returns per week, per day, per trade. What are we talking about here?
In that case, I was doing it like for shortening algo that you had like cycles of 2-3 days. So I had like 3-4% every 2-3 days by shortening it, and then rebuying more algo and then like redoing the same. But yeah, I think it depends on the rule. But if you go, I think the best with Coinrule, what I saw is that it works well with the sudden changes. When there is high volatility and you're not sitting in front of your laptop or checking your phone because maybe you're working, that's where Coinrule performed the best. Because something happened in the market, you didn't know that is there, and actually all of a sudden you go back and now actually Coinrule bought you like a very low cap coin that actually then made like a very good return. So that has happened in the past as well. Also, for example, there was one very good piece of data that we had a few months ago. So when there was the COVID market crash, actually 60% of the funds on Coinrule were in profit. That's thanks to all the protective templates that users were using. So that like multiple stop losses that got activated. So that's pretty good. I mean, think about it because the market really went down.
Wow. Okay, that's very good. And then what about people? What sort of results are people getting from using Coinrule? Any idea?
Oleg?
No, we respect the privacy of the users, so we don't like check their profiles. Anecdotally, obviously, we have a lot of users coming back and being pretty happy with us. So I think that is a good sign.
Yes, so it's a happy Telegram group versus one full of complainers.
Yeah, I mean, we have hundreds and hundreds of people that are paying for a plan. So if you actually pay monthly for either the hobbyist plan or the trader plan, it means that they're actually using the tool actively. Also, I remember there was one whale once that came to us to actually dump around 1 million of a very low cap coin. So you could see that every day was actually selling like something like a few $1,000. and then he did that for a full month. So in that case, it's also another use case. If you're a bigger investor, for example, and you don't want to change the price of that asset just by liquidating everything, you can just do like a little bit of inverse scalping every day, just selling.
Right. And also it can work to keep accumulating a little bit.
Exactly. Yeah.
Every day as well, right? Okay, very good. Now, the price plans, what sort of price plans do you offer? How do they work? Somebody's gone from demo using my affiliate link, please, support the channel, and then they decide to purchase.
Yeah, so we have a generous free plan, so you can come in, you can already connect one exchange, you can create a set of rules and use also some of the templates, and that's all for free. Then when you reach a limit of $3,000 traded per month.
So wait a minute, Gabriel, so people can trade for free without paying anything?
Yes.
Demo.
Okay.
Yeah,
we have a freemium model. So actually when you come in, you can already straight away start using Coinrule up to $3,000 a month. So you can actually make small experiments. And then if you feel that the tool is for you, then you can upgrade to the hobbies plan. It's around $40 per month. And that gives you much more features, more technical indicators, more allowance, and also leverage trading. And then after that, you can move to the trader plan. That's a little bit more juicy for $80. It gives you basically the same hobbies, but actually with many more rules, many exchanges, and also a one-to-one session with our head of trading. So that's very powerful. Every month, if you want, you can contact Ruben and you can have a 15-minute chat with him about your rules. So look, this is what I've been doing. What do you think? And Ruben is a very good expert in trading. He was working at Fineco Bank before for the last 10 years, teaching high net worth individuals how to trade. So when he came with us, he's managing all the trading communities, running all the templates, do the back testing. So his bread and butter is actually technical analysis and trading.
Oh, that's fabulous. Sorry, Gabriel, 1 second. For people who are watching, I'm going to be doing a series of videos with Ruben about using this platform. So
correct.
Please subscribe and click the notification bell. And if you're watching this on YouTube, come over to BitTube because the videos will get posted on BitTube first. Go on, Gabriel.
Exactly. Yeah, we are a big fan of BitTube as well. It's a good platform. And then the third plan that is mostly for enterprise, B2B is actually our enterprise plan, where you get also a dedicated server that runs much faster, and you get unlimited rules and all the other functionalities that are really, really advanced. But that's very expensive. That's around $500 a month.
$500 a month. Okay. All right.
So it makes sense if you have a few millions under management.
But it's great that people can get it for free for up to $3,000 a month, because then they can earn money, and then using some of their profits, they could purchase the next level platform. And then, of course, if they use my link, I would appreciate it.
And also, if you really feel convinced that you're going to use the platform for the next 6 months or 12 months, actually, if you buy the annual plan, you got around 25% discount. So it's pretty good.
Okay, very good, very good. All right. Anything else you guys want to let me know before we finish up?
So one maybe exciting thing we are building a gateway also to DeFi. So we'll be connecting to platforms like Uniswap as well in the future. I think that's something a lot of our users have been quite excited about and are waiting for. So we'll keep you updated as we progress with that.
Very good, very good. Now, I know you've got a lot on the roadmap, and people can see from checking it out on the website. Anything else, guys?
Yeah, and on the DeFi note, again, we will be adding automated trading to DeFi exchanges, and if you think about all the kind of big revolution that is happening with the synthetics, with all this lending and borrowing dApps, you will be able to use those with automation as well. So that will be a huge change, adding all this. We call it basically adding steroids to DeFi, basically, because it's gonna be huge, right? When you can do arbitrage or actually changing dApps. I don't know, for example, a rule that we always explain is imagine if you can add compound in your rules. So you can say if the market crashes, it's a bear market, put my money in compound and get your reward for 4 or 5% every month. And then when the market picks up again, take the money out of compound and start trading a specific strategy. So for example, that's just one example of how you can use dApps within rules. I'm very excited about that. So we are working very hard with a few blockchain developers to deploy that one, but still it's at the full concept stage.
Fabulous, fabulous. Well, I'm excited, and I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to accruing lots of Bitcoin and Ethereum. And for people who are watching, let me know what you think. Is this something that you would try out? Would you try out the demo one at least? And then, when that works out, try out the free one. And then when that works out, go into one of the paid accounts. I am going to be doing a series of videos. I am going to be using this platform myself with real money, as you shall see. And I just want to thank you both, Gabriel. Thank you, Oleg. Thank you for taking this time out to talk to us about Coinrule. And I look forward to speaking to you soon. And for everybody who's watching, Please keep filling your pockets with crypto profits. This is Crypto Rich and Crypto Oleg and Crypto Gabriel signing out. All the best. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.